Hey, welcome back, comic fans. It's Mr. Q Comics back with another haul. I've got an awesome haul today. This is everything I picked up on lockdown. So, like everyone, all our shops were shut down for a couple of months. So, in April and May, one of my shops did a Facebook Live sale. They did Old Comic Book Day every Wednesday. Changed up the time slot a couple of different times, but he just ran some phenomenal deals, and there was just so much good stuff. I've got some lots I picked up. A lot of Bronze Age, some great Silver Age stuff, some key books, sign book, some Golden Age, a couple slabs at the end. So just an amazing amount of stuff here. So it'll be a pretty lengthy haul. I'll try and get through it quickly. It's all one shop, April and May. Once I started being able to go back in the shops beginning of June, I kind of stopped jumping on the live sale because I was going in the shops as well. I didn't want to start spending too much money, but you know, of course, that never works out. So let's jump right into it. Before we do, please go down below, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave some comments. Let me know what you think of these books. Let me know what you picked up while on lockdown. So first thing, just a cool little Whitman 2-pack. I already bagged and boarded it, so can't show you what's on the other side, but this is Action Comics 488 and DC Comics Presents number 3, which I can't remember if that's a Neil Adams cover on that. Don't think it is, but I think it's got Adam Strange on that book. So just a neat little 2-pack. This was a lot. I have been trying to piece together. It's definitely a Marvel spec book here. It is The Rise of the Midnight Suns 6-issue set here. So this is Ghost Rider 28 and 31, Spirits of Vengeance 1, Morbius 1, Darkhold 1, and Night Stalkers 1. These are all in near mint condition. So, and correct me down below if I'm wrong here. I think there's spec that the Midnight Suns or some variation may make an appearance in this Hellstrom series. It's coming out on, I believe it's on Hulu. So you got Ghost Rider 31 on the front, and the expensive book of the lot, the toughest one to track down, I think, is Ghost Rider 28, which is where they make their first cameo, I think. So all near mint condition. It was $10, so I was able to scoop that up. Happy about that. And I read Ghost Rider in the 90s. Somehow I must have stopped. I think I stopped shortly after that glow-in-the-dark cover, whatever issue that was, 15, I think. So, all right, another lot. This is a fantastic series to pick up. Marvel Comics Presents 72 through 74. So this is the Wolverine Weapon X origin. This was one of my childhood favorites. I can't remember if this came out every 2 weeks. I feel like it was like one of those summertime books, and Marvel had changed to a title would come out every 2 weeks. And I just remember riding my 10-speed across town to get the latest issue. Could be wrong, but I definitely loved reading this as a kid. And I scoop up this set every time I can find it. I don't pay big bucks. I find most of them in the dollar bin, except for 72. I will see people throwing on the wall. But if you're patient, you can piece this run together in great shape out of dollar bins if you dig hard enough. And you're patient. Don't pay $20-25 for issue 72. But at some point, when the X-Men show up in the MCU and there's another iteration of Wolverine, if they do anything with the Weapon X storyline, I can definitely see this series becoming a lot more pricey. So I've been piecing together a few runs of it when I can. Okay, next lot, just some Bronze Age Batman. No keys, just some Bronze Age stuff, all in pretty good shape. All around VF. And I think most of these are Ernie Chan covers. So we got 270. Just awesome 70s artwork here. 71. 272. 273. And I love this back cover. This one's got some color rub on the spine, but 274. Just Bronze Age Batman I didn't have, and I think the lot was like $30 for that. So in good shape like that, I thought that was a good buy. All right, next we got a Marvel 80s miniseries, which I love. This is one of the real popular ones. Right behind Wolverine, we've got the Punisher limited series here. I just noticed on number 1, I don't know why I never noticed this. On number 1 it says 4-issue limited series, but it's actually 5 issues. So a little disappointed. This has a tiny crease here, but it's really tough to pick up. Tiny color break there. I don't think he saw it. He had kind of not listed it, but during the sale called it out as all high grade. So they are gorgeous. It's just got that crease. So still, it was well worth the price. It was well under $100 for the full lot. So number one, number two, number three, all to me great covers. Love Mike Zeck. I think these are all, I don't know if these are all painted Mike Zeck. It's definitely got a different look. It looks like they're painted. Number one's got to be my favorite, and number five there. Just a fantastic miniseries, and again, I think a great spec buy. Punisher shows up in the MCU, which I don't see how you don't introduce the Punisher at some point. I love the Netflix series, and this is his first solo series, so definitely a great lot to pick up. Again, be patient with it. It's easy to overpay. I see a lot of shops listing issue one at what I consider really high prices, you know, $70-$80 for issue one, which I wouldn't pay. But that lot, I think, was like $70 for the whole thing. So, all right, on to just some cool covers. I had never seen this before. Amazing Spoof Heroes swimsuit issue number 4. This is just some early Adam Hughes, I guess, from 1993. So this is in great shape. I think this is a VF Near Mint, and I think it was like $6. This was an awesome throw-in. I had been bugging him for some Dave Stevens, and he must have found this. As he was doing the sale, he was just digging through his back stock. So he sent this to me as a free gift, which I love this cover. Three-dimensional Seduction of the Innocent, number 1. Just an awesome Dave Stevens Halloween cover from 1985. I think this is my second copy, but just classic Dave Stevens pinup style artwork. Awesome book. Okay, I think I have one of these, but he just had a few of them, so I grabbed another one. Really nice shape, VF Near Mint, probably Sandman number 1, first Garrett Sanford Sandman, and it's the final Simon and Kirby collaboration, which I didn't realize, so I grabbed another one of those. I think there's some sort of error, printing error with that as well, where it's kind of purplish, I guess, on the inks. I have never come across that, but I'm pretty sure that's accurate. All right, he had a couple of Spidey giveaways that I've been wanting, so I grabbed the ASM AIM giveaway. It's weird. It's got a weird discoloration. I don't know what it is, but you can see the Green Goblin's kind of blue there. I don't know what that is. I think this is from 1980, and I think there's a couple of these AIM giveaways. I think there's one with Doc Ock on it, I think. And I also grabbed the All giveaway. Both in nice shape, both probably around very fine range. This one's from 79, so. Happy to add some more Spidey into the collection always. And let me try and organize this stack before I get totally out of place. All right. Oops, all right, sorry about that. All right, next we got a Spider-Man number 1. This is signed by McFarlane up there. Again, slightly disappointed. He had like multiple copies, all high grade. This one's got a big crease in the back though, which I'm sure he did not know. He was just plowing through, so that's all right. I think I bought 2 or 3 of these. For some reason, he had a bunch, you know, over the past couple of years, and I think he just found some more. So happy to get another signed McFarlane. This was on the first day here, a Wolverine number 1, pretty high grade. Let's see what I wrote this down as. Yeah, I got it as VF Near Mint. This is the first ongoing Wolverine series, and I think that's John Buscema on the cover. John or Sal, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's John. And I've got multiples of those, but I'm just a sucker for that book. And I'm also a sucker for this book. Of course, I'm a huge McFarlane fan. We've got a copy of Hulk 340, a newsstand copy, not in the greatest shape, but again, these prices he was listed it as. What was this? I think this was $35. $35, which this book is crazy expensive for high grade stuff. So I'm happy to get another copy of that. A great second appearance to pick up here. We've got Tomb of Dracula number 12. I've picked up a few of these. I have not, oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Is it 10 is his first appearance, Blade's first appearance? That is an expensive book. So I have been grabbing the second appearance over the past year or two. This one's probably in VF condition. It's only $20, which I thought was a great price. So again, some of these spec characters, you know, Blade, stuff like that. The first appearances are just crazy. So always get the second appearance, or even the first solo series like this one here. I can't afford the Werewolf by Night 32, or rather, I'm not going to spring for it. So he had a copy of Marvel Spotlight 28, which is the first, again, I think it's the first solo Moon Knight story. So I grabbed that. It's not in the best of shape, but I picked up a couple, you know, and I think all of these are really good spec books as people putting their attention on the first appearance. If you can't get the first, get some of these kind of minor keys related to that character, because I'm sure there's going to be a spike on these as well. Okay, now we're just into some Silver and Bronze Age Batman runs. So I got some, mostly detective, I think. Mostly detective, and I don't think any of these are key issues for the most part. I think I've got a Batman book at the end, so, and these were just all really affordable. I mean, we're talking like 10 to 15 bucks on most of these. Detective 301, really rough shape. This is from 1962. Here's a cool checkerboard cover, number 357. I think this is from 66. Carmen Infantino cover and art on this one. Here's some more Carmen Infantino, number 366 there. That one's from 1967. This one's in really good shape, probably VF range. And I can't remember if this is a lot or not, just back-to-back issues. There's 367. 368. Again, I think those are all Infantino covers. Now this 370 is, I believe this is the debut of Neil Adams artwork on Batman. So this is Carmen Infantino on the cover, but it's Neil Adams inks, if I have that correctly. Which I'm surprised this does not really go for a ton of money. That was only 10 bucks for mid-grade. All right, another DC book I'd love to pick up. Another Carmen Infantino, 371. I think this is the debut of, at least Key Collector has it, as the debut of the TV design Batmobile. I've also seen this referred to as the sexism cover, because Batgirl's not jumping in on the fray because she's got to run in her tights, which this is just hysterical DC stuff to me. So it's one of those covers. I'll grab it. It's not super expensive, but I pick it up every time I find it as well. I just find that DC stuff like that to be really hysterical. All right, last couple. This is just an awesome, I love this cover. 377, just an awesome Riddler cover from 1968. That's Irv Novick on the cover. Let's get that one out of the way. Into the Bronze Age stuff. I was able to pick up a few Neil Adams covers that I didn't have. So we got 397. 408, and these are probably a little more expensive. I think these were more like 15 bucks, and all mid-grade stuff. 416, and I think this was the most expensive Batman book I picked up. It's the only Batman issue. Yeah, this was like 25 bucks. Batman 240, which is the first Dr. Moon, and it's the third Ra's al Ghul. And again, just great Neil Adams Bronze Age Batman stuff. All right, moving on. We will go with the ASM books. Some of the ASM books I picked up. Now I'll do these in reverse order. I'll do these descending. This was just a high-grade copy I was missing from my run. ASM 177, which obviously Green Goblin stuff. Fantastic. And I don't even remember what this was. It's from 78. And it's probably in very fine condition. Got a copy of, and these were all things I was just missing. 114. I think this is probably VG fine on this. I grabbed another copy of this. This is the first appearance of Hammerhead, which doesn't get a ton of attention, but for whatever reason, that was always one of my favorite childhood villains. He just must have been appearing in a lot of the storylines I was reading during the late 80s, so does not command a lot of money, but it is him, first appearance, and I think the final page. So it's one of those books I will grab many times when I find it. So I don't even know how many of these I have now. ASM 57. I know the copy I have was super beat up. So he had this pretty cheap. I can't remember what this was. 15 bucks, and it's not in the best of shape. Probably VG fine, but it's better than the beat up copy I had. All right, we also got 56, which is just an awesome yellow Doc Ock cover. John Romita, fantastic stuff. And this, I think, is the first appearance of Captain George Stacy. Got a copy of 54. A lot of these are duplicates for me, but he just had the prices so cheap. I mean, I think most of these, again, were 15 bucks or less. So ASM is definitely my #1 series, so I cannot resist picking these up. Copy of 49. And these are all just great John Romita covers. Get those out of the way. These are really, really beat up, but these are a couple of the earliest ones I got. These are Ditko covers. We got 35, which is the second Molten Man. And we got 32. I think these were both less than 15 bucks, so they're probably in the good range. So again, the prices were just too good to pass up. So, all right, on to a couple of, what do I got? 4 X-Men books here. X-Men 59, really nice copy. This was one of those books I had bought thinking I didn't have it, and then I realized as I was filing stuff away, I had picked it up recently and not filed away that other copy. So I ended up duplicating it, but this is from 1969. This is in the very fine range. It's the first appearance of Dr. Lycos, who's the human form of Sauron, and Neil Adams cover and art on that. This was a great pickup. This is X-Men 108. This is, I think it is the debut of John Byrne work on the title, and it's actually signed by John Byrne on the first page, I believe. So this was only like 20 bucks. It's probably mid-grade, but I thought that was pretty cool. I don't have any signed work from John Byrne. So another Bronze Age X-Men key, 131, which I think has a bunch of stuff going for it. I couldn't write it all down, but it's Dark Phoenix Part 3, and then the first cover of the White Queen, John Byrne cover and art, and Byrne and Claremont story. And finally, this was just an upgrade to the copy I had, classic X-Men storyline, Days of Future Past Part 2 from 1980, X-Men 142, and who is, I think it's Terry Austin on this cover, John Byrne interiors. So good upgrade on that for me. All right, so we're getting more into the key books here. My stack just toppled over. Fix that real quick. All right, this was just a nice first appearance. I didn't have Hulk 141, which is the first appearance of Doc Samson. Nice mid-grade copy. Can't remember what that was. Probably like 35, nah, maybe more than that. 45 bucks. Fantastic Four 47. It's another spec book. I think this is the first appearance of Black Bolt's brother, Maximus. That's his name. And I think there's some possible MCU spec. So I usually find this, again, pretty cheap. I think it's an early appearance of the Inhumans overall. Maybe the third appearance. I could be wrong. Someone correct me down below if I am. But I've snagged a few of those copies. And we've got Fantastic Four number 30. This was, again, one that I didn't think I had, but I just got excited and realized I had also just bought it, I think sometime in March, and not filed it. Fantastic Four number 30. First appearance of Diablo. This is probably in the good, very good range. And the earliest FF book I picked up that I did not have, again, beat up, Fantastic Four number 21, which is the first hate monger and the first crossover by Nick Fury. So this one was a little bit pricey, but I think it actually goes for quite a bit typically. So, all right, a couple of the ASM keys. Again, second appearances. Amazing Spider-Man number 51. This is the first cover and second appearance of the Kingpin. Again, ASM 50 is super expensive, so hey, this is a close second. This is first cover as well. So what did I pay for this? This was only 25 bucks. Now again, low grade, it's probably a VG, so 4.5, something like that, but definitely a good pickup. And finally, another ASM cover I am a sucker for, ASM 59. It's the first Mary Jane on the cover. Again, pretty affordable, mid-grade copy. Just a great John Romita cover. Getting down to the last few. Let's see where I'm at here. Okay, so I have a couple of Golden Age books, a couple of the bigger Silver Age books I picked up, and then I got 2 slabs at the end. So this is just Golden Age book from Fiction House, I believe. Rangers Comics number 55. Pretty beat up. but they typically are. This is from 1950. Very cool. Date stamp, August 11th, 1950, which I always love. This was really cool. I had never even seen this before, but it is House of Terror 3D Comics from St. John Publishing. I had never heard of this. This is from 1953. It is beat up. The cover's detached. No glasses. But this is a Joe Kubert cover, and I just thought it was neat. It was only like $20. So, again, it's beat up, but it's a book from 1953 for $20. So, you cannot complain about that. All right, a couple of the earlier Silver Age keys. We've got Strange Tales 109, which is... So this is the first appearance of Circe, but it's not... I don't know if it's exactly the Circe that's in the Eternals or it's some variation of her from the Silver Age, and then I don't know if the character changes for the Eternals run or not, but I know this book goes for quite a bit, and he had this at basically 50% off, so I snatched it up. It is probably in the VG Fine range, so I was happy to grab that. This book, super happy to have. I don't have a ton of Iron Man keys, but Tales of Suspense 48. This was, again, one of the ones he'd had on his wall for, like, I don't even remember what it was, well over $100, and he basically did this at 50% off. So Tales of Suspense 48 from 1963. It's the debut of that classic red and gold Iron Man armor, so super happy to add that. Again, it's low grade, probably good, but just a great Iron Man key to pick up. Final two. Okay, he had a couple of slabs. He did not do a ton of slabs. Let me attempt to adjust the height of the camera here so I can fit them into frame. First one was just an upgrade for me. Really affordable. Oh, and I did spring for the Mylar CGC bags, guys, which I love. So we get Marvel Team Up 141, which ties for ASM 252 for the first appearance of the black costume in a 9.6. I'm super happy with the 9.6. Certain books I'd like to have in a 9.8, but I mean, the premium to get a 9.8 sometimes is crazy. So I have a couple of raw copies probably in the VF range. So this was right around $100, which I thought was a great deal. So I grabbed that, a great Mike Mignola cover. And these bags, guys, I know it kind of seems odd to put the slab in Mylar, but I definitely want to bag my slabs. I don't want them to get scratched up. And I find most of the bags that you can buy, you just don't, it limits the eye appeal. So the Mylar is crystal clear. I love just the sound of the Mylar. Love it. All right, final book. This is one he had in his case for a long time, and I knew it was just going to be worth it when I saw that he was going to be putting it on there. It is Fantastic Four, number 53, in an 8.5. Again, the first appearance of Black Panther is crazy expensive. So this is the second appearance and the first appearance of Claw. It's a phenomenal Jack Kirby cover. I absolutely love this one. Really nice copy. Really happy with an 8.5. I mean, it wasn't 50% off what he was asking, but it was like it was a significant discount that I could not pass up. So that is it for the lockdown haul, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you did, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave some comments down below, and I'll see you guys all soon.